Hey everybody, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. It's your one-stop shop for Friday night entertainment in the house this evening. We got Steve Fever with us.
Yo.
We got Jay hanging out in the BG. I can see the corner of Jay's business. Look at Jay's business right there. I can read his cell phone. That's all right. Hey, cool man. We appreciate you joining us. This shot's a little wide.
Is it? I don't know. I just.
Oh, Jay's gonna. You gotta. Can't touch. Just bump in. Don't touch anything else, Jay.
What is this game I'm playing?
Hey, while we're fixing the camera over here in the Grown Man Record Night.
This is for Memorial Day.
Atari Alcove, we call it. This is a PS2 game. There you go, right there. Freeze, Jay. Freeze. We've got Medal of Honor Frontline.
Yep. One of those greatest hits.
This is a PS2 game.
I just looked at the TV to see if it was set up.
But it's got this. The first. No, we're on the video right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. The first part of this game is the D-Day invasion, and it's pretty damned incredible, I have to say. Nothing like firing an M1 Garand. You know, like it's some Jarmans.
It's like you're there.
Right on the beach. You know, it's a little dated at this point, but what a great damn game, man. I remember playing this and being just blown away by how intense the first level was when it's actually...
it starts pretty intense, because that's D-Day.
D-Day, and a lot of the veterans and military advisors that helped them with this game talked about how accurate and incredible especially the first level. That the game is pretty much in general very historically accurate, but the first level is pretty intense and true to form in terms of the D-Day invasion.
Cool.
It's a great classic game if you've not played that one. I'll pick it up. Shit, hell, damn Christ. Do something with your life. Play some video games. But yeah, hey, look at this. We got a little zoomed in shot now. Now we're better on it.
Are we better?
We're something.
More intense?
No, we're not intense. We got a canopy, but it's not a tent.
Okay.
So yeah, what are we doing?
I don't know.
What's happening?
It's a holiday weekend.
It's a holiday weekend. I got 4 days off coming up.
4?
Yeah, I took Memorial Day, and then I took an extra.
You got a post Memorial Day?
I took a vacation day.
Vacation?
First time I've taken any time off this year, including holidays. I've not had a holiday or a vacation day off this year. I've just had weekends, some of them at this point. So this is probably really loud. Probably a little bit. Oh, easy. There we go.
There was something weird. The room just got filled with a weird sound.
Yeah.
Apparently, our background music can change people's lives.
Of course it can.
It affects people.
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I would think.
And what are we listening to?
This is the surf playlist on the Free Music Archive that we've done. We play this a lot, but I feel like
it's good background music.
Yeah, the surf stuff really lends itself well to background music for the Grown Man Record Night program. I enjoy listening to that during the week as well.
You know, there's a local because it's holiday weekend. There's a local station trying to do a man thing.
Tell me about that. What do they do?
It's called Man Up, and like the whole weekend is just—it's good. It's good. It's good music, but it's kind of funny. It's a lot of hard rock, but there's some Soundgarden early stuff.
Yeah, I heard today just cruising around. I heard Audio Slave, Soundgarden, 2 Alice in Chains tracks, a Faith No More song, Pink Floyd twice.
Man music.
It's good stuff.
Some early Rush.
Yeah.
Working Man.
Their promos are terrible, and the premise behind it.
I would tune into a station. It's actually a good station this weekend. You know, it's it's man music.
They're pretty decent in general when it comes
mantle instead of a channel. A mantle.
It is a mantle. People hang their balls from it.
This is a mantle.
Speaking of hanging the balls from it,
hang their balls.
You know, I'm wearing the cover tonight in honor of all the MCs across the country.
MC.
Because I'm not a motorcycle guy, but there was a tragedy that happened with motorcycle clubs, and so there's a lot of good ones out there too. So I'm wearing this for solidarity for motorcycle clubs.
Okay.
Because, that's what they say. You ever seen one
You
say
saying
that?
the Banditos have gotten a bad rap?
No, not necessarily. Maybe they're assholes, but there's some other ones that probably aren't assholes. And my mom gave me this bandana for Easter, and so I'm wearing it on my head about it.
So she wants you to join a motorcycle club?
It's possible.
I'll start one called Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's Gate's a pretty good one.
What was that one about? Man bitch or whatever? What'd you say?
Jay's got a new band name.
The Bitch Boys.
The Bitch Boys. That'd be a good motorcycle club name.
A good motorcycle
the Bitch
club.
Boys.
Y'all wear ride scooters and tight jean shorts and shirts off, beats on, as Boss Man says.
Where's Boss Man?
He's on vacation.
Yeah, he's probably gone to the lake.
I saw him earlier. There's a picture on Facebook. It looked like he was trying to inseminate a little lap dog.
Okay.
He was laying out on like a deck out on a vacation area, and he didn't have his shirt off, but there was a dog in his lap, and I mean there could have been some zipper action going on that we're not aware of. I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not going to tell you about it. Speaking of Jesus Christ, this is Memorial Day weekend. Everybody needs to keep in mind what the real reason for this the whole celebration, the whole holiday
Speaking of Jesus Christ.
of Memorial Day, because
Right.
I'm pretty sure that celebrates. You know, we got Christmas, and then we got Easter when Jesus was risen from the tomb.
This is when Jesus died in the war.
This is the first time Jesus went to Myrtle Beach.
When he died in the war.
Yeah. I know, after he died in the war, he comes back to life. He goes to Myrtle Beach for the first time. That's what Memorial Day is.
And lays his eggs.
You need to write a book.
Kitty?
He lays his eggs in the dunes? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. And that's where we get hermit crabs. And you can get them at Wings pretty cheap.
So if you get crabs, consider it you're closer to Jesus.
Yes.
Closer to God.
What about the clap?
Good band.
You know, I went to a lady of the evening one time.
Yeah.
And I've said all I've got is $5. And then I got a little poontang. You know what I mean? And then later I had a problem area, and I said, "Hey, wait! You gave me crabs." And she said, "What did you expect for $5? Lobster?"
Oh.
These shellfish jokes do anything for you, Steve?
No.
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 Maybe I'm being a little shellfish by telling them this early in the program.
Oh. God, we need one of those little sound machines.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about it. I got a rundown here I've been trying to look at, but I don't know that anything on there makes any sense anymore.
You know, War's coming to town in a couple weeks.
That's coming up?
There's a lot of bands coming, but I think I'm interested in maybe
Russia's
seeing
coming
War.
Monday or
Because
something.
you know they're
That's expensive area.
we do
right?
like playing some War on the show.
Yeah, War is terrific.
I'd like to think it would be some 70s War. I don't really want to hear much of.
I wonder what they're doing nowadays, touring around. I wonder what they're playing. I'm sure there's probably some forum you can get on and read.
But you know, most bands have come around to play what they need to play now. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, we did.
If
that.
you're out here to make
here's
money,
what you're here to. Here's what you're here to hear.
there's some older cats here wanting to hear some stuff from back when they were kids, and you know, really,
ZZ Top's in Charlotte tomorrow.
that's like playing the race,
Yeah.
which NASCAR party.
Yeah, they're playing in front of what 120,000 people. How many people are in the stadium?
No, more than that. It'll be more than that.
Those NASCAR stadiums are huge.
No, they're playing tomorrow night. The race is on Sunday.
Oh, okay. I thought
They
they
probably
played
won't
right
have
before the.
But there's a
No.
No, okay.
there's a race tomorrow night though. It's not the race.
You might be right.
Isn't it that weird?
They're playing
one?
tomorrow. I read they're playing tomorrow.
Isn't it that weird one where they flip everything?
the Busch Series?
No, that's an all-star
know.
race.
I don't
that
know
was
race.
last
Oh,
week.
that was last week. Yeah.
Okay, you guys know.
The
racing.
real
I don't
one's
know.
coming this week.
I'm not
Yeah.
from around here.
Sometime.
When I moved up here, I got hit in the face with auto racing. It was such a weird experience.
Yeah. I used to like Harry Gant because he was a Skull Bandit guy, and he was in Stroker Ace. And he said, when Stroker and Aubrey James were getting ready to get into it, he was in the middle, and Harry Gant looked around and said, "Oh hell, here we go again." That was like his big acting thing.
Was he a racer?
Oh yeah, number 33, the Skull Bandit car.
Skull Bandit car.
What? He was my favorite NASCAR racer as a little man.
Yeah.
I was a little guy.
I was
Not for
like,
long,
You
and
want to
then
get into what we played tonight?
I was
We
like
should.
Dick Trickle
Well,
We should have
Jay,
until he shot himself in the head.
a franchise open for what we play.
You know, Dick
Need
Trickle
some
shot himself
music.
in the head. You hear about that?
Dick Trickle shot himself in the head. In the Dickle Trickle head?
all right.
No, in real life, he really
I feel like
shot
this
himself.
show's already going bad. I don't know why.
Nobody else died this week.
Who died?
Heard Jonathan Winters. Did Jonathan Winters die this week?
No. That was Jonathan Williams, my cousin.
I read that. I swore I read that on New York Newsday that Jonathan Winters died this week.
Last year? He died recently.
A lot of folks traveling this weekend.
It's true.
Gas prices were low, and they've already climbed.
Of course they have.
Of course they have.
Man, I'm so stoked to have 4 days off. I don't even know what to do.
You probably won't even get in your car.
No, I think I'm going to go down to see Cameraman tomorrow, maybe.
Oh, really?
In Wolson.
Oh, down east.
Down east.
Down east.
Let me tell you, I think I told you this earlier today. I did something really fun this week I'm going to start doing. It's when I go into grocery stores. Like I was in a produce section. I was not in there actually purchasing anything. I just kind of went through the produce section and I looked over and saw like some apples and some pears and whatever. And I just kind of out loud, probably too loud, and I didn't really mean to do it. And I just said, fruit. And all these like ladies over there were like, and I'm like, oh, I just said fruit out loud.
Fruit.
And I thought that was hilarious. And so then I went to the bread section. I did it, even though I was the only one in there. And I walked in, I was like, bread. And I don't know. I think that's a new thing we'll start doing, announcing what section of the grocery store I'm in.
Growler.
I don't even know her. Roar!
Strawberries. We have a bumper crop of strawberries this year.
Yeah, good strawberries down here already. Good stuff. Real excited about getting some of those and putting them in my mouth because of it. Let's talk about what we played.
Oh, I meant to bring it. I had a jar that had about yay amount of the Wilkes County mountain water.
Yep.
And I mashed a bunch of strawberries and
But the fresh ones?
and I pushed it till the jar was full again.
Wow.
These are fresh strawberries. Yeah.
Good.
So we'll see what that's about.
I bet it can't be bad.
No, it can't.
Probably
can't be bad.
Good to begin with. Hey, I've got a rule. I actually left this on the player, and you may say, you mean you don't play records all week long? No, a lot of times I don't because I'm working and it's, life comes at you fast. Nationwide is on your side. So sometimes I don't get to listen to records all week, so I left this one on from last week, so I played it. Robert Fripp, Exposure. Let me tell you what, folks. I had no idea. 79 record. And let me ask you a question, Steve. You're a big King Crimson fan from way back.
Yeah.
Like the red cover, okay? And some of the live shows I've seen. Robert Fripp is the most dorkiest looking dude I've ever seen. That's a badass looking dude right there. He looks like Robert Palmer.
Yeah.
What happened? He had those little round glasses and he was kind of a cornball looking dude. He looks like a debonair.
That's his 80s look.
That's a debonair looking cat right there.
That's
Jay,
his 80s look. It really,
put down the Oregon
some
Trail
really
now.
cropped
I
hair.
ain't got time for all that.
I guess he's wearing contacts, but he's a nerdy guy. I mean, he is.
Yeah.
Admit it. I mean, he's a genius.
It was a hell of a record to start the show with.
He wanted to do the whole record with Daryl Hall because he loves Daryl Hall.
And Phil Collins is on there, I think.
But there's one song on there he does, but it was a contractual thing with Daryl Hall's record company was not playing games.
Yeah.
So he ended up getting maybe one of the songs done. Did you do the one about cigarettes? You don't remember?
Maybe.
It's a good song.
That whole album is pretty smoking, and I think when I think of Robert Fripp, I think of King Crimson, obviously, but I think of his ambient stuff and the stuff he's done with Brian Eno, and I put that on, and it's like, wow, that's it's kind of not any of that, but
he's a session player too. He's played with Peter Gabriel on some of his records.
Yeah. I mean, it was terrific. I kind of probably seen a lot of the Robert Fripp that I passed on at times, and then when I finally picked one up, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Why am I not? Somebody says Fripp and Oats. That sounds delicious.
He may have also played with
Heavy cream.
Fripp and Oats.
Fripp and Oats. That sounds delicious. I don't know. Hell about I feel like Fripp and Oats has like heavy cream on it.
Yeah.
Like it, not even past full milk. Like just drippy Elmer's glue cream.
Lots of raisins.
Like an African American gentleman's been eating a lot of pineapple. The second record we played this evening, Return to Forever, featuring Chick Corea, No Mystery. What a kick-ass record, 75 Polydor.
That's the one that says featuring Chick Corea.
Yeah, hadn't pulled this out in a while.
It almost is. It might be considered a Chick Corea solo album. I mean, with the band, but yeah, I think they just. It was the band's record, but I think they used his name because he'd gotten a little exposure. You know, so it's like,
Pretty kick-ass stuff, man. And,
it's great.
I picked that up pretty. Speaking of kick-ass stuff, Jesus Christ, how much of a? Wait a minute. Who did I say? What if, this coming up, we got Memorial Day. No, we'll do that later. That's a deep tease. I don't want to ruin it.
okay.
Remind me about that one.
Remind you about what?
What did I say?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Moving right along. Canned Heat. How much do I love this freaking thing? Speaking of Memorial Day. See, now I can't get away from it. I played this one, probably the last time I played this record was last Memorial Day, or maybe 4th of July, because it's got a American flag on the cover, even though it's an upside down American flag. This is the Canned Heat Future Blues album. What a kick-ass record. Man, played side 1, and
What year is that?
I want to say 69, 68, 69. Huh?
With the Dudes on the Moon, my guess would be 71 or 72.
Maybe it's in there. Investigate, Jay.
If you're thinking topical,
It's true.
I would have to say, because the moon landing was
a good song.
70? 71? Anyway,
Yeah.
kick-ass record.
Great record. The
I
harmonica.
like that
with
gatefold. Show that gatefold. They're standing on front. Looks like a bunch of redwoods or something.
Oh, yeah. Vertical GF. Kick ass, man.
A VGF.
A VG plus vertical GF. Alvin Lee, right? No.
What for?
No, what's his...
Canned Heat?
No, who's the guy from
No.
Canned Heat?
Don't ask me questions like that.
Alvin Shaw? Artie Shaw.
Artie Shaw.
Bill Clemens RV World. Great record. Kick ass. I decided to go a little more traditional jazz, but you can't get more traditional and badass than this. On the Verve label, my favorite. Oscar Peterson Trio with Milt Jackson, Very Tall. Woo! This one brings it. I mean, it's just like it says on the back, the jazz of America is on the Verve. Damn straight it is. Kick ass, man.
Always love to see the Verve.
That's my favorite label, and a couple of my favorite cats play on there for sure. I don't know how long it's been since we played that. Maybe not too long. I don't give a shit. It's
Great cover.
killer stuff. And I decided to go a little Mothers of Invention. Overnight Sensation. It's not one I play as much as others, but what a great record. This is
That might be one of my favorites from the Mothers, and
Yeah.
it's one of the latest. It might be one of the last.
and definitely one of the more listenable. I mean, for people that don't have a certain type of ear, because not everybody can get down with the more avant-garde, crazy business type stuff, and not everybody does heroin. Some people do heroin. I don't know.
You know,
Heroin.
our friend Sean Henshaw posted this morning, rest in peace, Louis Johnson.
That's right.
And I was like, Louis Johnson from the Brothers Johnson.
Yeah.
And there was a few comments, and I was just like, man, so I looked it up, and I couldn't find anything. Like usually Wikipedia, within minute or seconds of a man's last breath, has his death date,
Right.
posted
It doesn't
on
take
there.
long for sure.
There was nothing out there, and I couldn't find any news articles or anything about it. So I was like, man, you sure? I don't know, but sure enough, come to find out, I mean, this guy's ahead of the curve when it comes to breaking news.
Ahead of the what?
The curve. Yeah.
Not the curb.
The curve, not ahead of the curve,
Okay.
but ahead of the curve.
All right.
So I thought, well, I'm always inspired to play sets. It's fun,
Sure it is.
and I get to learn a lot because
Yeah.
I loved him as a member of the Brothers Johnson. I had no idea what an influence he had on what we listened to.
That's cool, man.
What
That's
we
why we do
listened
what we
to
do.
every day.
That's why we do what we do.
The brothers George Johnson and Louis Johnson first joined up, like maybe not first, but early on they joined up with Billy Preston. Played on a couple albums with Billy Preston. And
Oh, yeah.
we started with Music Is My Life, and Louis Johnson plays bass on this. We played Will It Go Round in Circles. That's from 1972 on A&M Records, and you'll find a very common theme with a lot of these artists is A&M Records. So he's kind of a player. He died yesterday on the 21st. Next, I wanted to play this because this was like their next step. Quincy Jones was touring in Japan and discovered these two guys, and sent this message to a friend saying, you won't believe these guys are brothers, and they're going to play with me. So on Mellow Madness, he hooked up with these guys, Louis and George, and this 1975. It's a promo copy, A&M Records. The song we played was called Paranoid. And if you look on the front, it says...
Exclusive?
No, well, on the back, there's a little box that says, Introducing the Brothers Johnson.
Huh.
So he's really stoked about these guys. And then he produced their first album, and a couple others. But this is called Look Out for Number One. And it says Quincy Jones Presents. So he got his name in there to try and sell it, I think.
Of course.
But it's a great record.
Yeah.
Get the Funk Out of My Face, which is actually a funk classic. It's on a lot of funk compilations.
Yeah,
great picture on the back. He's the one showing his nipples.
The Blackman's nips.
Blackman's nips. That's George and Louis. And
Blackman's
he was
nips,
known
Batman.
for that slap bass.
Yep.
It's Larry Graham introduced it, basically brought it to mainstream, but then he took it and ran with it. So when you listen to these songs, you start hearing that thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
One of those guys you can
Sweet.
definitely pick out once you know.
once you know, you're like, oh, that might be Louis Johnson. And he's been very influential to a lot of folks, a lot of cats. But it's like one of those names you just don't know. You say
Right.
Louis Johnson, you're like Louis.
It's almost
who?
like a session player. I mean,
Yeah.
more of a session player.
Then we
than
played George Benson.
Okay. I don't know that Benson.
He played on Give Me the Night.
Okay.
Give Me the Night.
When is that
Boom,
from?
boom.
I've not
That's a
seen it.
compilation.
Oh, okay.
That's called the George Benson Collection.
Because you see a lot of Benson around.
Came out in
I mean,
'81.
Everybody sees that shit for sure.
But Give Me the Night was a big hit.
Yeah, it is. Look.
It was a big hit. It does look like his White Album.
That's inappropriate.
It's got a lot of great songs
In
on
light
it.
of recent events, I don't.
And George is one of those guys, it's all of a sudden you're jamming, all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah.
it turns
Oh,
into
yeah.
like, put the candles on and turn the lights down. Next we played Herb Alpert's Rise album.
I love this album.
There are 3 bass players on this record, and I didn't want to play Rise because I couldn't figure out whether he actually played on it. But he plays on a song there called Love Is, and to me, of all the songs I played, that one shows his bass prowess
Oh, yeah,
the
it was-
best.
And it was one of the most
real.
polished sounds of all those tracks. Really brought out the dynamics in the bass player.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
could, for some reason, that recording really, to me, shined sonically.
Speaking of another A&M artist that's just either blowing your mind or in an elevator,
Pat
is
Metheny.
Grover Washington Jr.
Yeah.
And this is called Feels So Good, and the song we played is It Feels So Good that he plays bass on. It's really, really, really fantastic. Yeah, he also played on Hydra on that album.
Oh, yeah.
That's Grover Washington. That's from 79, no, that's from 75. And we finished it up with a couple of tracks from Thriller. and I had no idea that he played bass on it. But
No, I didn't either.
had to play Billie Jean because Billie Jean was one of the bass lines. It's not slap bass, but it's one of those bass lines that always is in your head.
Iconic.
And so
When you're walking down the street and you feeling like you're just having a good day, you hear Billie Jean.
We played Cameraman's copy because his copy's better than mine.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we finished it up because we had to play one more because my favorite on the record is You Want to Be Starting Something. But I played like a weird 2008 version that's got a guy called Akon remix. It was good. It wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but it was good. I think I like the original better.
Yeah, people are hating on it.
Oh, that's good.
That happens.
Hey, you can't please everybody all the time.
But you can.
And maybe I never please.
But you can pick your friend's own nose.
On the couch.
So
that was our tribute.
Well, hey, while we're doing a tribute, that's a good time for a shot.
Well, let's do a shot for that.
You got a little tequila thing going on. I've got an all of you too.
All of you too.
So here we go. I put two.
I think Jay's posting shots of us doing shots on Facebook.
When I put two of those big olives in there in that one shot,
it's less vodka.
It's just like rolling a dude's nuts around in your mouth. I assume. For sure. That was total nut waller. Very weird.
Could be
not good, not bad. It just
could be a tranny's nuts.
Yeah, or a dude's. But definitely
or a small animal.
Definitely nuts.
Dog nuts, about the right size.
Yeah.
Dog nuts, you think?
Yeah. We start doing some. No, I did that already. Remember, I did that shot of my mom's barbecue sauce.
Oh, you did. Don't ever do that again.
I don't know if I liked that as much.
No.
But I think we should start putting some hot sauce in some vodka. Texas Pete.
You could.
Vodka.
It's been done.
So after the set,
Absolute probably did it already.
Wanted to play a little Pete Townsend because his birthday was this week. And so I decided, I'll pull out Odds and Sods, a great weirdo B-side compilation that's got a lot of songs that
It's a great compilation. I had no idea that was a compilation, to be honest with you. But I should have guessed from the title that it was one like a rarities kind of album.
Did they? It's got Bill Copald's name and everything.
Man, it's got one of my favorite songs, "I'm the Face."
Yeah.
Which is I didn't hear it till I heard that Maximum R&B compilation that they put out. But it's one of their first songs actually.
Pulled out a little Dire Straits.
Why'd you play that?
First album.
I love that record.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
It was one like the first and only 8-track that I ever bought was Sultans of Swing.
Sultans of Swing is one of my favorite singles ever. And in 1978, they released their first major label single, Sultans of Swing, recorded as a demo for a 120-pound budget. The song quickly gains traction after going into heavy rotation.
This is not Sultans of Swing album. This is a self-titled debut.
Right.
Which I freaking love.
Yeah, we heard a few tracks off of that. It started with that's when we're having a little.
I love it. In the Gallery is one of my favorite Dire Straits songs.
That's probably my favorite of the Dire Straits albums for sure. I mean, all of them.
Oh yeah.
All of them are great, but what else happened this week in music? A planned Jefferson Airplane free concert in Golden Gate Park is nixed when San Francisco officials pass a resolution outlawing electronic instruments. The action will inspire the band's hit song, "We Built This City."
Wow.
Voted the worst song ever.
Thanks, San Francisco, for nixing their show. And
that was in 73.
And creating leading to such a wonderful song.
I don't know.
It was one of those songs, and you don't remember this. It was one of those songs where they would plant your city's name in there somewhere. Like there's this one part in the song. Like James Brown did a song, "Living in America." You remember that song?
Oh, yeah.
There was this one part in the song where they would plant your city's name in there.
Oh, yeah.
Savannah!
He said my name! 1980, Genesis fans show up at a show at Roxy in Hollywood to buy tickets for the gig coming up. And when they got there, they found out Phil Collins, Tony Banks, and Mike Rutherford were the ones handing out the damn tickets. And it was a big deal, especially for Genesis fans back in 1980. And in 98, Sabbath drummer Bill Ward rushed to a London hospital.
Bill Ward
had a heart attack during a rehearsal.
Ooh.
This week. That's this week in
What
music
year was
history.
that? What year was that?
That was 98.
Okay.
So he was practicing for the Paranoid tour.
It's got to be.
Captain Chronological. But yeah, that's good stuff. Let's talk about some curbs, Jay. Get on the microphone.
Oh, we're going to talk curbs?
Let's talk a little curbs. What's going on this week?
So, do we have an open for Jay?
I don't.
Curb talk.
No, I ain't got nothing.
Curb talk. Curb. How about curb?
Curb your.
Curb crap. No.
Curb your Jayism.
Curb crap.
Yeah, we got some graphics.
Curb
We don't
crap.
have it open. We do have. We do have some things.
Send in your ideas.
I did
So-
pour grease down a drain this week.
All right, everybody. Spencer, our good buddy, sent us in a little curb photo. Look at this vertical guy.
Nice.
It's a nice, inspiring shot. Not your normal curb shot.
No.
This is from a little different angle.
Is that a overhead view?
Yeah, I think it's an overhead view.
What
Look
kind
at
of
this,
curb
Jay.
is that? I need to see that.
That's a pretty sharp looking
Could
curb.
you throw that up on the
That's-
big TV?
That's looking from down to.
That's upside down.
That's a good looking curb. All right, so tell us what's
Snake
going
shape.
on at the old Work 20 there, Steve.
Work 20? Oh, well, actually, there's something going on. Can I talk while you do this? Okay, so we came into work saying, we can't park downstairs because they're working on the parking lot. Well, what they're doing, this is phase one, and what they're doing,
In which Doris gets her oats.
and when Doris gets her oats, they're rebuilding the curbs.
Okay.
And there's look at these curbs. They're major big. That is a big
Wow, look at that.
curb. So I walked over there and said, hey guys, you mind if I take some pictures? We have the show and we talk about curbs.
Did you really?
Yes, oh yeah.
What did he say?
And the guy's like, oh yeah, go ahead. And then I said, the guy,
Should've interviewed him.
there's another picture. See if you can take the other picture.
Yes.
All right, hang on.
She has to see his machine.
No, not that one.
Not this one?
No.
That's a pretty good looking picture.
That's a good picture, but go back to where there's three guys and there's no that one next to it
Okay, stand by.
on the right.
Yeah.
So I go, hey, you guys know there's a machine that makes curbs. You guys have that? The guy was like, well, yeah, it makes curbs, but it doesn't. And the guy down there doing all the hard work was like, what? You guys, there's a machine that makes curbs? And I was,
You're only
and then
four.
the other guy was like, yeah, but it doesn't make curbs big enough for this project.
Okay.
They're only $400 at your local Harper Freight.
Are we still
Yeah,
on?
look at that.
Yeah, look at that right there. That's
That's a good looking shot.
that's a little spot that needed some repair, just a slight repair. But show the one that
While it's
you
drying, you're going to want to cone your curb.
show the one you were going to show before.
This one here?
Is that one hot?
Oh, it's hot, baby.
Okay, the cool thing about that is the parking lot has always been this problem where people stick their car asses out,
Yeah.
and you just about run into them when you come in. But now that they've moved that curb back, that has eliminated that problem. So that's
Oh,
really
okay.
if I take a picture today, they've actually paved it and whatever, but they saved us like about 4 feet at the apex right there, which I think is really effing cool. So,
Hell yeah,
It's
man.
impressive photojournalism.
just-
Steve.
yeah,
That's
well,
Yeah.
I try to bring you a good curb story when I can.
Man, that's some
I was
crazy
going to do an
business.
interview with a guy, but I was like,
Yeah,
nah.
you totally should have. You totally should have.
Yeah, it would
that would
have been
fun.
fun. Would have been fun.
That would have been a good time. Okay, so hey, let's take this opportunity to go into a dig of the week. Jesus Christ. Not yet. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is the first time we ever went to Myrtle Beach. Let's talk some records. I'm going to start that rumor. Let's see if that takes hold. You got to start spreading that around. We got some hermit crabs and brought them back to life because they all die. Yeah, digs of the week, man. What you got for some digs of the week?
Did you dig anything?
I didn't dig anything this week, but I got a record that was a gift, and I got a few things I want to talk about.
I actually got a few things today. I'll just go ahead and tell you what they are.
Okay.
Well, first of all,
Don't do all yours.
I'll do 2 of them.
Okay.
And I'll save the last one for last.
Yeah, see? I like that. That makes me feel
Okay,
better.
well, this one you have.
We didn't put a soda in the fridge.
You have. This one's in VG
Oh, yeah.
Plus shape.
Woo.
Some good shape. Yeah, it's DJM Records, Johnny Guitar Watson's
Man.
A Real Mother for You, which is one of the
It's
great,
one of the best album covers ever.
best album covers, funniest album covers. It's in a lot of lists for album covers.
Absolutely.
But it's great.
That's a good record, man. It's real funky.
Funky as heck.
Yeah, man.
You know, Johnny Guitar, he started, pretty solid blues guy, and just saw what was happening and decided he was going to be a funk player and just became the pimp. I mean, that
Yeah,
guy,
totally.
just totally bringing it. Great record. That was what label was that?
You said it was a weird one.
DJM from
Yeah,
1977.
Okay.
And we
Really,
talked.
that late? Interesting.
Yeah.
I put that in my head a little
Okay, another one I
earlier than
picked
that.
up is a lot of folks like one of their least favorite metal records, at least for Sabbath. It's the Technical Ecstasy record.
Oh, no way.
And
Not for me.
I enjoy it.
I like it.
It was.
You bought that today?
I got this today.
Some bitch in hell.
Yeah.
We were just talking about
We were
it.
talking about it, and this is a Hypnosis cover, by the way. You familiar with Hypnosis?
Oh, the artist
Storm
Hypnosis?
Thorgensen.
Yeah.
Stare at it and it like puts you in
Strum,
No,
Strum
he
Thurmond.
did some
We've
of the
already
greatest
done this
like,
bit.
albums.
Strum Thurmond. We've already
Yeah, we
done
talked about it last week. But this is one of his album covers, and he said the idea was technical ecstasy. He thought technical would be robots. He thought ecstasy was like sex, so it's robot sex, and she's spewing like motor oil on him or whatever.
She's a
What's that
squirter.
metaphor
Well,
for?
her face looks like a vulva. I mean, if you look at that right there.
Dolores!
What model Volvo?
I like it. I like the album.
I love that
The
album.
funny thing about the record,
It's not like
they went to
other Sabbath
Miami.
albums.
They went to Miami to record this record. They were trying to do something new and different. They were getting a label as being has-beens. The Sex Pistols were out. The Clash and the Damned were out. So these guys were like looking at it, going, "We got to do something." But when they went to Miami, all the band ended up like sunning on the beach, except for Tommy Iommi, who had to end up producing the whole record because nobody wanted to do anything but sit on the beach. And he was obsessed with trying to sound different. So he would say, like, we got to sound like Foreigner. We got to sound like Queen.
Who would say that?
Tommy Iommi.
Come on now.
I'm sorry. This is what I'm hearing. This is word in the street of Wikipedia. And so the album, is not well received. But the funny thing is, they used this guy called Gerald Woodruff on keyboard, and when he was in England on the UK tour, they threw a bag of chips at him, which I don't know if that is symbolic in some way.
Death, symbolic.
But I thought it was cool. We talk about chips all the time. This guy got a bag of chips thrown at him to designate that they felt he was the one to blame for their change in sound.
Weird.
Because it was the first time you hear that keyboard sound. Yeah. So, yeah. That's
It's
what
not your standard Sabbath album, but I like it in a different kind of way.
Right.
I don't know.
Nah.
What's wrong with it?
For a sucky album, it's a good album.
Damn straight.
Whatever.
Hell yeah.
Warner Brothers.
Pricey?
6 or 7.
Oh yeah, that's dude.
15 yesterday.
See? Hey, I got a record that Jay brought this to me, and you know how I would enjoy it. I see this woman's nip tip in here. You see that sign over there that says rib tips? Yeah, you want to go over there. Original motion picture soundtrack from Breakin'.
Breakin'?
What?
Where'd you get this?
84 Polygram Records. What a great,
Breaking wind.
dude, what a great movie, what a great album. It's gonna,
Or neither.
it's gonna be, it's gonna make my weekend so much better because I'm gonna put that on. I get a little wine,
You
get
got
some baby oil.
You got the box you can open up and lay down on the ground?
Yeah.
The Downy box?
Yeah. Somebody said, dude, just cast the pop-off animal. No, I haven't cast it yet. It's got an overflowing shot. You want to do another one?
I'll do a little one.
I'm dripping.
Any artist
They never heard of you, Jay. Shit. Oh, God, I'm spilling all this.
Come on, now. Let's go. Let's go.
No 80s.
I really
Duran, the reflex.
I really just took a shot off of the table on the wood.
You the wood shot. Your mic fell off. Stall. Had a good time this week. Spent all day one day doing some coverage for Locust City. I got to run the jib arm. Satellite truck died. What else do you want me to say?
Man, let me tell you what. I called up and I had to, when I was watching this, I had to think about our buddy from the Vinyl Show, who's got a great YouTube channel. If you guys have not checked it out, you should totally do that because he's a super cool cat, real knowledgeable guy, especially about hardcore music and punk and stuff like that. And that's what made me think. I'd never seen this this movie. It was a documentary and it's available free on Crackle right now if you're interested in it. It's called American Hardcore, and I feel like it's a little bit older, so it just kind of slipped me by. But it's got a lot of footage and talking from like Black Flag and Circle Jerks and Cro-Mags and Bad Brains.
So like late 80s, early 90s?
Early 80s.
Early 80s.
Yeah,
okay.
like the birth of all the different scenes of hardcore and really cool stuff.
Like Black Flag before
Rollins
and
then
okay.
after Rollins. That whole, when it was just Flippers in there, which I love some Flipper. And I know Flipper from Kurt Cobain's t-shirt. I've got an OG, Jay, you remember my OG Flipper cassette I have? It's yellow, the blowing chunks.
Does it have, what's the Satanist dude that ate shit? And
Jello Biafra? No, you're talking about G.G. Allen.
G.G. Allen?
No. He's a different kind of guy. I don't know what you consider him. But it's
I consider him dead.
Yeah, totally. You would not want him on your volleyball team, primarily because he's a deceased human being.
He would never set you. He'd never set you.
No. It's like taking a knife to a gunfight. It's like being a Duggar's sister and not wanting to be fingered by your brother.
Amen.
Oh, we were going to try to do a call-in. We had a call-in interview tonight.
A call-in?
Yeah, the Duggars said they wanted to speak with us to try to clarify the situation and help figure out the whole thing out by just doing an interview with us on the air. And I ain't got my phone. Actually, I got the phone plugged in. That's what we're listening to the surf playlist.
So we can't break that up.
I was going to call them up and we're going to hash it out. We're going to figure it out over the phone and figure out what. What he did not do with his sisters, how hot they used to be, and see if he has any pictures of their vagina.
They have one vagina.
That's a long time ago. Things happen in the past, and my point is, if this happened in the past, those pictures of those vaginas probably public domain by now. So they're everybody's vaginas. It's old news. Everybody has them. Free access. Linux. You know what I mean? They're everybody's vaginas at this point. Is this really a crime? Probably. It's a crime because he probably touched them harder than you're supposed to, even when you're of age. So, but it's still probably a crime. Why did I bring this up?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know how we got
We're already in Dig of the Week.
You got anything else to talk about?
I got some stuff, and all in the theme. This is all in one theme. You do some regular records.
I got one to talk about.
You got one to talk
Just
about?
one.
Well, I'll talk about this.
I just got my cymbal crash. That's all I got.
Okay. And it's a good one.
Oh, it's a good one.
Oh, I'll save it then. I'll take your word for it.
It's a effing good one.
Because here's my thing about Memorial Day weekend. For me, Memorial Day weekend is the start to summer. And it's when you do go out and you play volleyball. Who else do you want on your team other than Jesus Christ? Bump, set, salvation. It's the words we live by here on Grown Man Record Night.
If I was going to usually close with those words.
If I was going to get a tattoo, that may be one. That's a great tattoo. Bump, set, salvation. I'm just, really? I mean,
go in peace, believe in peace, create peace.
Go in peace.
May it be so.
Make peace, eat peace.
Bump, set,
salvation. But no, Memorial Day weekend is the. I always try to take a couple of extra days off from work.
Take some time off.
Take some time off.
See America.
They don't roll over.
Do stuff.
You don't barbecue?
I make barbecue.
Barbecue?
Jay. You don't worry about it.
Barbecues are good for this weekend.
But it's my signature kickoff for the whole damn shit. And
you end up spending like $30 on a hamburger because you
probably.
made it at home, but you had all the stuff you wanted to have on it.
Every year, and if you've been a fan of the program for any time, you may know this, you may not. Every Memorial Day weekend, I rock this movie to signify the start.
Start of summer.
The start of summer, and that is Summer Rental.
Summer
One
Rental.
of my favorite 80s classics
We should just play it on
of
the
all
show
timersons. This,
You should play it on the show
man.
while you listen to...
And even better than this, and this
Tool.
is the first year I've ever been able to mention this, is our good buddy DJ Thunder 1970. Hooked me up with some VCLT. He told me when we met him in person, Dave,
in the flesh.
met in the flesh.
Did you touch it?
I mean, we scrubbed hands on it.
Okay.
We're friends on it, so we scrubbed him. Some of his calluses went onto mine, and likewise, and that's how grown men do things. He was like, you know what? He gave me a couple great records. Some VCLT. I felt like an asshole because I didn't have shit for him, and but I'm going to. And but he was like, you know, he gave me a couple great records, and he was like, you know what? I know you're a big Summer Rental guy. There's not a real Summer Rental soundtrack, but I have made.
Why
you one.
not? Why wasn't there ever a Summer Rental
don't know.
soundtrack?
But he
I'm
was
sure
like-
there was music.
But he was like, I made you one. And he handed me this CD, which had some of the Summer Rental tracks on it. Had some Kenny Loggins' Footloose, Jan Hammer with Axel F, which is the Beverly Hills Cop shit. He's got some Waves from Duck, North Carolina, where we're from here.
What?
The Love Boat theme.
Waves from
39-21-46 by The Showman. Some great
beach music.
Some beach music. That's my favorite beach song of all time. And we'll talk about that a little later too. But he really made that for me. And look, it's got the cover from, you get a little closer, Jay, if you can, please. It's got a great cover that he put this all together. He handmade this. On the back, he did a little something with the Grown Man Record Night logo on there. Look at that, man.
Nice.
This is one of the sweetest pieces of VCLT I've ever picked up. And I mean, I appreciate everything I've ever gotten from anybody, but
Come on.
that's super special. And to where I'll pick it up, and I'll pick it up every year from now on to play with the movie this weekend when it just feels like.
Maybe you should one year just watch the movie with the sound off and listen to the CD while
That's
you're
true.
watching it. You should do that. It might be like Pink Floyd and frickin'
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Let's get a lot of mushrooms and we'll do that.
I'm still waiting.
All those are illegal. You can't do that. I'm sorry. No, none of that you,
mean,
can do.
yeah, cremini.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Mushroom pizza.
I don't break the law because there ain't no point in it.
Cheese pizza with mushrooms.
Yeah, a cheesy pea.
So you're talking Memorial Day?
So Memorial Day, and so I start thinking like I want to listen to a few summery type records, and I didn't go to the record store this week, so that's kind of why I'm doing this. But I do. This is all like a theme, and it all comes into my head like about this time of the year. I want to watch Summer Rental, and I want to listen to this music, and I want to put some burgers on the grill and drink some American beers, and so I bought Modelo, of course, because that's what you do. But some of the best ones, man. Let me bust a couple of these out. Some great compilations, especially from around here. The Ocean Drive compilations. It's a Warner Special Projects, and this is actually a label that came out of Raleigh, because it's got a little message here. Larry Crockett, WKIX, Raleigh, NC. But these Ocean Drive, There's going to be a showdown. Archie Bell and the Drells. One of the greatest comments Carl the Envelope has ever said here on the program. When it was okay to take a man to the dance floor. Apparently, that's what that song's about. When you take a man to the dance floor. Think a little sugar.
I met Archie Bell.
Oh yeah, he lives around here, right?
He lives in Jonesboro.
Man,
it's not far from here.
Drifters, Coasters.
He was wearing a cowboy hat.
Willie T is on here, Teasing You. Under the Boardwalk, the Drifters is on here. Nip Slip by the Clovers. This thing's a great compilation, man. And there's several of these in this series. You can, at least down here, you can find them pretty cheap.
Ocean Drive.
That's a
Goodwill find.
Summertime, man.
You can find those.
Baby, let me tell you what. Summertime, that's what you're going to want to have. As well as this compilation called Beach Beat Classics.
Oh, I've got one of those. I might have that one.
The greatest thing about this, and I'll run through some of these. Catalina's, The Times, Fantastic Shakers, Band of Oz, Cannonball, Tempest.
You mean the Tams? Not the Times.
That's the Times.
Oh, that is Times.
Yeah.
Not
the Showman, Willie T again. I'm going to kind of zip it through. But chairman of the board's on here. But the Showman, 39, 21, 46, also from the compilation that Dave made us. You with your 39, 21, 46 sheep. It's one of the best beach songs ever. It reminds me of shooting pool with my dad. Hustling motherfuckers that were too drunk to play, but I'm a 15-year-old, so I don't drink, so I'm just running the table, taking people's money, high-fiving my dad. It's one of those it's one of those like moments where everything is working out and everything feels right, where you can't do no wrong.
You know you're gonna be listening to Montrose on the way home too.
Yeah. I got the fire.
You said your dad would start speeding up. The van.
That was Pat Benatar.
Oh, that's Pat Benatar.
Hell is for hell.
Hell is for children.
Hell is for children.
Your dad's playlist is Pat Benatar, Montrose, and some like beach music. That's pretty
Dave
cool.
Brubeck, Jimi Hendrix. Cool. A lot of the stuff we play on the show.
You need to make him a mix.
Yeah. He asked me the other day if I would. He's like, "You got any? What is his name? Johnny Paycheck."
Johnny Paycheck.
He's like, "You got any Johnny Paycheck on record?" And I'm like, maybe.
I do.
He's like, "I'd like to hear that." Take his
Yeah,
job and
yeah,
shove it.
yeah, take
I'd like
his
to hear
job and
that.
shove it.
I'd like to hear that record and some of them other songs he did. I'm like, I can probably find it for you.
Yeah.
You know, that's.
I'll bring it in.
We'll just do that. And one final, I'm tempted to pull out my Beach Boys Pet Sounds because it's one of the favorites of all time. But look at this.
Yeah.
Beach Boys Endless Summer. Great.
It's a compilation, right?
Yeah. Surfing Safari, Surfer Girl, Catch a Wave, The Warmth of the Sun, Surfing USA.
One of my favorite compilations.
It's got everything on it, man. And it just says summer.
It does.
Get you a damn convertible.
It says summer right on the cover.
Get you a woman. And a convertible, and a little sipping whiskey, and a lack of conviction. And
I'm
just head on down the highway,
I'm thinking gin and tonics with that album.
I'm thinking a rape hammer. If you don't want it, I'll take it.
All right, so
take it, baby.
I got one more. I was very happy. I was just about to maybe buy a picture disc because I thought it was kind of cool. We talked about it.
Oh.
Dope Smoker Sleep. Now, is the band Sleep and the album Dope Smoker?
Yeah.
Or is the band Dope Smoker?
Oh.
Okay. Great album, but it's a picture disc, and I'm not big into picture discs.
Yeah.
But I came across a record that I wasn't looking for this record. I've been looking for the records that this is. This is a 2 LP.
Oh. Okay.
They call it a compilation. I call it a double album. Double album. I don't know what you call it. It's Syd Barrett's first. Well, it's his 2 solo albums called The Madcap Laughs and Barrett.
Yeah.
I think The Madcap Laughs was produced by David Gilmour and Roger Waters, and Barrett's produced by David Gilmour and Rick Wright. along with another cat
There's
or whatever.
some great tracks on
But
there, man.
love this record. Before this on vinyl, all I had from Sid was Opal.
Opal, you had Opal.
Which is a compilation of all the stuff that's on these two records.
That would
but
be
they're
it,
all the
man.
outtakes where he's so freaking out of his mind that he can't even think straight. And these are the ones where they got through with it. I think Gilmore plays drums on one of them.
All that stuff is really cool, where the outtakes and stuff, and it's cool to have. But when I'm narrowing things down to put on my phone, I think Sid Barrett makes some great tracks. But I want the meat at that point. I want some meat to put on my phone to listen to. That's a great. I would love to have this compilation.
But it's a Capitol Records release. This is the '83 reissue. It was put out 3 times at least. This is the 3rd press of this double album compilation. And I'll tell you, I asked him. I said, "Well, what year is this record?" Because it didn't say. He's like, "Oh, I'll look it up." And he looks it up on Discogs, and he's like, "Ooh, these are selling for like 60, 70 bucks."
Oh, wow.
I was like, you can't believe everything you see on the internet.
That's right.
Because it was not. I didn't get it for that. I got it for a lot less.
There's one that always gets me.
But I was real happy to pick that up. So that's those are his 2 solo records together and in great shape. I was really just.
It's Baby Lemonade.
Baby Lemonade.
It always gets me.
Baby Lemonade. Well, I might put some of that on if people don't mind. They might hate on it, but you know what?
No, man,
I don't give
late in the
a
night, it's time to pull out your heroin needles and just get busy on it. What are we waiting on, man?
You get in the right spirit.
We're only going to be here so long. Do some heroin. What are you waiting on?
I don't know.
Seriously.
What are we waiting on?
No, I'm waiting on everybody to do some heroin.
Okay.
What the fuck did I just say?
I don't know.
Do some heroin. You gotta do some heroin, and then we'll be back.
Wined and dined. Wined and dined.
We didn't put another. We didn't put another soda in the refrigerator. Ain't nothing in there
We
cold.
don't have any sodas. Let's drink one hot.
But I do have a little something I do have cold. I don't know if we've done.
The clear? Not the clear.
No.
Okay.
Not Crystal Pepsi.
Okay, it's fine. I don't care if you talk to me like that.
Put your hands up here too. We'll make a 4. If we do 4 hands, take a can. We got a glass. Connect them.
Let's do that. Let's throw up a graphic.
Okay.
And let's.
No, but first we're going to
move
take
this along.
We're going to take a quick break, and hope everybody enjoys their summer. We're going to take a quick break here on Grown Man Record Night. We're going to be right back with a Soda Speaking Chip Chat. Please stay with us, and we appreciate you hanging with us up to this point here on Grown Man Record Night.
That wasn't too bad, kid.
Pretend it's a game.
Panasonic introduces our smallest, lightest VHS video recorder. When linked to this Panasonic video camera, this system responds as quickly as the action unfolds, focusing automatically, adjusting to changing light instantly. It even works in low light. And with a special Panasonic tape, it records 8 hours of TV. 8 hours. Panasonic Omnivision. No other portable VHS system does more.
It's amazing what Panasonic...
Hey, mate, what do you do when you're surrounded by crocodiles? You run, you slide, you hit the bump and take a dive. It's Super Crocodile Mile with a high-speed air cushion bodyboard and Super Drencher spray. But watch out for the crocs. You run, you slide, you hit the bump and take a dive. Super Crocodile Mile with air cushion bodyboard and Super Drencher spray from Marchon.
My mic.
My.
My mic.
Oh, my. Okay, hey, welcome back to Grown Man Record Note. We appreciate you staying with us. What the hell else you going to do on your damn Memorial Day weekend? Worship your country? Do that too. But for now, let's talk about some so to speak action. And we forgot. I got some craft sodas in there. We got a lot of craft sodas that's been donated to the program.
Say crap sodas?
Crap sodas and craft sodas, both of them. And we're going to put them in the refrigerator and get them all cold, and we're going to drink them on the program. Yeah, we forgot to do all that. So what I had actually in there, and it's something that we have not done on the program that I can recall, is the Mountain Dew throwback.
We've done the Mountain Dew Clear.
The Baja Blast. We did the Baja Blast.
The Baja Blast. We did that clear one. That's a limited edition that came out.
No, this is this is night and day. And I've been drinking this forever. I can't believe we've not done this on the program. Mountain Dew Throwback is the OG Mountain Dew formula, which has cane sugar instead of.
Let me show that.
Dude, this is a great soda. And I'll tell you before we even damn crack this shit. It's what it's all about. So if you see this, and I
love
know
the Mountain Guy.
some of the stuff we're supposed to be hipping you to here on So to Speak and Chip Chat is local deals. And I'll tell you right now, if you're in the Southeast and there are Food Line stores around you, this is a four for $10 deal.
Really?
Yeah, it's a stupid deal. Part of all the Pepsi, Mountain Dew type products, and the throwback is counted in that. So this is an OG Mountain Dew formula with cane sugar. I'll give you the first one, man, if you want it, because it's I drink them all the damn time. Not all the time. To me, it tastes more like Diet Mountain Dew than regular Mountain Dew, but in a better way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's good.
It's got all the punch of the Mountain Dew, all the great things you love about Mountain Dew, and none of the things you hate. Because to me, regular Mountain Dew, there's a reason when you're at a ball field and you look in the trash can, there's a Mountain Dew can, and there's 55 fucking Yellow Jackets in there. Is because there's 95 grams of sugar floating around in the bottom of that can. This is light and crisp. I don't want to say light, but it's much crisper than a regular Mountain Dew because it doesn't have so much corn syrup.
Well, it's not syrup, and syrup sticks to the can.
Right.
Whereas the sugar won't stick to the can as much as it will, but it won't as much as syrup.
I'm telling you, to me, it tastes more like a Diet Mountain Dew, but better than that. And I love Diet Mountain Dew.
I just love the Mountain Guy on the Appalachian hillbilly on the can.
And it is Appalachian, not Appalachian. Please. It's a fantastic soda.
Great soda.
Yeah, and I've not seen this in the 12-pack, the throwback, recently.
No.
You'll see it sporadically here.
You got it in a 12-pack.
And I've got it in a 12-pack in here. And this is
come over and look in his fridge. You'll see his 12-pack.
Come over here. But
look at his 12-pack.
It's part of a your local groceteria deal, at least down here, like 4 for $10, which includes Pepsi and Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew and all the diet versions, and the freaking throwback. Jump up on that. If you got Food Lines down here, you got till Wednesday to get up on that.
You know your favorite BP up here?
Yeah.
Has got Coke products, 12 packs, 4 for $11.
Oh wow!
You better jump on that.
You know they had 2 liters of Pepsi and Coke for 99 cents for like 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
That's what I was going up there rather than
I think
going
it's
to
probably a Memorial Day sale thing.
I was doing that rather than going to the grocery
That's
store.
the best time to buy
weeks.
crap like soda and chips is Memorial Day weekend.
Hookers.
4th of July weekend. Say hookers?
No, I didn't say hookers.
TJ Hooker.
TJ Hooker, they're all on Crackle.
Chop Job.
I forgot to tell you about that.
Chop Job.
If you like the TJ Hooker episodes,
You do.
yeah, they're all on Crackle.
All of them?
Yeah. Heather Locklear. Come on.
Chop Job.
And there's a Chop Job. What is it, a Chop Job? He's William Shatner sliding over the hood of a police car.
Nothing better.
It's everything you want out of life. Let's go into a little chip chat. You got something pulled for chip chat?
I pulled it.
We're just going to do the one?
Yeah.
Oh, a one chipper.
We're getting low.
Yeah, we are getting kind of low.
Let's just do the one chipper.
So we'll do a one chip. Plus, we're over a damn hour already. So what is this? Tell me
How'd
about
that
it.
happen?
You pulled it. You tell me about it.
I don't know nothing about it. I think, oh yeah, I do. I think I got this at Ollie's.
Okay.
Ollie's is one of those discount overrun stores. You find things cheap there. Sometimes things aren't so cheap. But I think for $2, this is a big bag, pretty cheap.
That's, hell yeah.
Hars, or hers.
Yeah.
Hars.
Yeah.
We found
Pennsylvania.
more flavors than any other company we know.
True.
This is their version of the crab chip.
The crab chip by Utz.
Utz makes a crab chip, which I
Sure.
I didn't have before. When I was in Georgia, I never had a crab chip. Moved up here and they had Utz crab chips.
Yeah, good
Fantastic.
stuff. My favorites.
It's Old Bay seasoning is what it is. Well, this is the Hars Old Bay seasoned potato chip.
Okay.
Which has got
It's got to be close.
You're thinking this is going to be like the crab chip.
It's a big bag for $2, man.
It's
Is that
a
the
big
old
bag.
Woman, the sailor?
It smells like
Ball sack.
it smells like the crab chip. Which
Yeah.
It should if it's what it says it is, which is
Heavily seasoned, you think?
Old Bay.
Did you hold the thing up?
Hars Old Bay.
Brighter,
potato chip.
crisper, not as much seasoning per capita, if you will. But I think I like it a little better. I'll be honest. And I've been a fan of the crab chip for many, many years.
Oh yeah, but that's a heavily seasoned chip though.
It is, but if you look at this, you can tell right there. It's got some. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's got plenty of seasoning, but it's less than that.
It's good.
But in the same flavor. Big bag.
Big bag. For $2.
Big bag chase.
I just spit on myself.
Get it back off. That's good.
Be good with a dip.
You think it would hold up?
No.
Have to double it up.
Yeah.
Eat a few chips. I'll go make a dip in here. We'll put some mayonnaise and some Crowder peas and
Crowder peas.
marmalade. Mix it all together and scoop it up with these chips. I said. What? Huh? Did you let the cat out? No. Jay? All right. Hey, thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate each and every one of you. You all have a great Memorial Day weekend. It's a good time to just sit back and chill and
be safe.
Have some chips, have some barbecue action.
Next week you should tell a Memorial Day story.
I may tell a Memorial Day story. I'm going to go down and visit Cameraman, I think, unless my tire blows up. I got a problem with my tire. If that happens, then I'll pass away and we won't see you next week, but otherwise we will. Check out our YouTube, our Facebook, and if you really want pictures of your mom, contact my buddies Alf and Hulk Hogan. You can call them at 10-10-220 and say, hey, I'd really like to have pictures of my mom. It's like, oh, we got those on file because your mom's kind of a whore. And so there's no big deal. So thanks for joining us, Grown Man Record Night. We'll catch you next week with an all-new, brand-new live episode for Jay and Steve Fever. I'm Mikey Bananas. If you're a lucid dreamer, I'll be on the dock at the ship. Just wave and I'll find you. See you next week, Grown Man Record Night.